Have you ever wondered what the end of the world will look like? No, not the kind you see in movies with aliens and asteroids, but the real signs that Islam teaches us about. Islam tells us that before the Day of Judgment, 10 major signs will take place, some of them shocking, some terrifying, and all of them incredibly important. But don't worry, we're breaking them down in the simplest way possible so you'll know exactly what to expect. In Islam, these signs serve as warnings and reminders. They are not meant to scare us but to prepare us. Allah, in His infinite mercy, has given humanity these signs so that we can recognize when the final hour is near and turn back to Him before it's too late. These signs encourage us to reflect on our deeds, seek forgiveness, and strengthen our faith. Think of it like road signs on a highway. If you're traveling and see a sign that says, "Sharp turn ahead," you slow down and prepare yourself. Similarly, the signs of the Day of Judgment are there to help us take the right path before reaching our final destination, either Jannah or Jahannam. Now let's dive into the 10 major signs. But before we do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more fun and easy to understand Islamic content. First up, we have Imam Mahdi. Think of him as the ultimate hero, arriving just when the world needs saving. According to hadiths, he will be from the descendants of Prophet Muhammad and will restore justice in a time of chaos. The world will be filled with injustice, corruption, and total disorder. People will be desperate for a leader who can bring peace. That's when Imam Mahdi will step up, uniting Muslims under his leadership and preparing the world for what comes next. Did you know? His rule will last for 7, 8, or 9 years, and he will fight evil forces before the arrival of Isa, the Dajjal, the false Messiah. All right, hold on to your hats, because Dajjal is straight up terrifying. Also known as the false Messiah or Antichrist, this guy is the biggest deceiver in human history. Dajjal will come with crazy powers. He'll perform miracles, bring people back to life, and even control the weather. But here's the catch. He's a total fraud. Prophet Muhammad warned that many will fall for his tricks, but believers should remember, he can't enter Makkah or Medina. Here's a survival tip. Memorize Surah Al-Kahf. It protects you from his deception. And just when the world is about to give up, guess who comes to save the day? Prophet Isa. Isa will return, not as a new prophet, but to defeat Dajjal and bring back justice. He'll live for 40 years, get married, and eventually pass away like any other human. Here's a fun fact. Prophet Isa will break the cross and confirm the true message of Islam, proving that he never claimed to be God. Ya'juj and Ma'juj, Gog and Magog. All right, things are getting wild now. Enter Ya'juj and Ma'juj, a hidden nation of chaos makers who will break free and cause global destruction. They'll destroy everything in their path, drink up all the water, and make life miserable for everyone. Two corrupt nations who will spread destruction across the earth. They will be unstoppable until Allah sends a natural disaster to eliminate them. Their release is one of the greatest trials for humanity. The smoke, ad-Dukhan. Imagine waking up to see the entire world covered in smoke. This is ad-Dukhan, a great smoke that will cover the earth, affecting both believers and disbelievers. It will serve as a warning sign for those who are heedless. While believers will only experience mild discomfort, disbelievers will suffer greatly from its effects. Some scholars say this could be linked to modern environmental disasters or wars. The rising of the sun from the west. One of the most shocking signs will be the sun rising from the west instead of the east. When this happens, repentance will no longer be accepted, meaning the doors of forgiveness will be closed. It's a clear signal that time is running out. The beast of the earth, Dabat al-Ard. A mysterious beast will appear from the earth, speaking to people and marking them based on their faith. Believers will have a bright mark on their faces, while non-believers will have a dark mark, making their fate clear for all to see. This beast will distinguish between the believers and the disbelievers, further cementing the final moments before Judgment Day. 3 major landslides. 3 massive earthquakes will occur, one in the east, one in the west, and one in the Arabian Peninsula. These landslides will reshape the earth and serve as a major warning that the end is near. The fire that gathers people. A massive fire will emerge from Yemen, driving people toward the place of judgment. This fire will not burn them, but will act as a force gathering all people together, preparing them for the final reckoning. The blowing of the trumpet. And finally, the trumpet will be blown by Angel Israfil. With its first blow, all living beings will perish. With the second blow, everyone will be resurrected for judgment. This moment marks the beginning of eternity. Before we wrap up, here are a few fun facts you might not know about the Day of Judgment. Every person will be resurrected in the same form as they died. That means if someone died in sujud, prostration, they will rise on the Day of Judgment in that same state. What an honor for those who died in worship. Animals will also be resurrected. Even animals will get their justice. A hadith mentions that hornless goats will get revenge on those that harm them before being turned to dust. People will be sweating, based on their deeds. On Judgment Day, the sun will be brought close, and people's sweat will rise based on their sins. Some will only have sweat up to their ankles, while others will drown in it. Now that we've gone through the major signs, the question remains: how should we prepare for the Day of Judgment? The Prophet Muhammad gave us clear guidance on how to be ready. Here are a few key ways to prepare. Strengthen your faith. Belief in Allah and the hereafter is the foundation of Islam. Strengthen your connection through prayer, shikr, remembrance of Allah, and seeking knowledge. Repentance. Seek forgiveness. None of us are perfect. The doors of repentance are open until the sun rises from the west. So let's take advantage of Allah's mercy while we can. Increase good deeds. Acts of kindness, charity, and helping others will weigh heavy on the scales on Judgment Day. Every good deed counts. Follow the teachings of Islam. The Quran and Sunnah provide the best guide for living a righteous life. Following them ensures we stay on the right path. Be kind and be just. Allah will protect the righteous. Pray, do good, and stay close to Allah. At the end of the day, the purpose of these signs is not to cause fear, but to remind us to live purposefully. We still have time to do good, to seek forgiveness, and to strengthen our faith. Let's make the most of it. And there you have it, the 10 major signs of the Day of Judgment in Islam and how we can prepare for it. These signs remind us to stay steadfast in our faith and prepare for the hereafter. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Islamic content. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum.